Disabilities. In my opinion, that's a very strong word. When people see someone with disabilities, whether it's autism, Down syndrome, ADHD, and etc., people think, oh well, they're never going to grow up and become something. That's not true, and I honestly used to believe that until my cousin Bradley, who has autism, changed that forever. By the way, if you're not sure what autism is, it's a mental condition present from early childhood characterized by difficulty in communicating and forming relationships with other people and using language and abstract concepts. It all started in Thanksgiving in 2010 at my grandma's house. It was filled with smells of turkey, mashed potatoes, corn, and other delicious food. My dad, my cousin Bradley, and I all went to the store to get a football. I always noticed how people would stare at him and just give him really mean looks. I've always known my cousin was different. Even though he's 7 years older than me, I've just always known. We got back to the house and had a huge feast. After we had done, a couple of my family members and I decided we would play Xbox, but for some reason it wouldn't turn on or do anything. I've always noticed how my cousin has been good with electronics. He can probably take a whole entire computer apart and put it all back together. After us trying millions of times to get it to work, we finally gave up. And my dad finally said, Bradley, if you can fix it, you can keep it. The rest of the night went on as usual, then we finally gave our hugs and said goodbyes to everyone. 2 hours later, I got a phone call from Bradley. He was so excited, he was talking so fast and I could not understand him. So I gave the phone to my dad, and it turns out that he fixed it. I was shocked and amazed and I couldn't believe it. It turns out that it doesn't matter if you have autism or some type of disorder, you can do anything and you can become anything. When this experience happened, it changed my life forever. I was about 10 or 11, so I didn't know what autism was. I didn't know what was happening, but I knew there was something wrong with my cousin. I just knew. But now I'm so involved with special needs kids. I go to a club after school called After Hours. It's where we get to play games with special needs kids, talk to them, and have snacks with them. I also try to talk to them every day. This event has changed my life forever, and I will never change it. Starting out with some organizations and places where you can go to www.ocali.org. There's an autism center, there's teaching, diverse learning centers, you can find technology and a family center, and there's everything on that website to help you out. And this one is still in Ohio as well. Next is a great organization for integration work group of autism in Ohio. It's a little hard to see, but they have all age groups if you need some help for your children. They have babies and toddlers, which is 0 to 2. They have preschoolers, which is 3 to 5. School age, which is 6 to 21. And adults, which is 21 plus. And if you just need any help with schooling or where to go, just go to this website. Starting out with Tim Burton, who is our first celebrity who has autism. He was diagnosed at a very old age, and his wife actually diagnosed him. And she kind of got the aha moment when they were watching a documentary about kids with disabilities, and Tim was claiming that he had the same feelings as the autistic children did. If you're not sure who Tim Burton is, he is the well-known director for some of the most famous classics, such as Nightmare Before Christmas, Corpse Bride, Beetlejuice, Frankenweenie, Batman, and other classics. Yes, up next is Albert Einstein. Although he was never diagnosed with autism, from what researchers have put together, Albert was very he liked to be by himself a lot, and he never really liked to communicate with people, and it was very hard for him to. So, from what we know, yes, he was autistic. Now for the most famous person I know, my cousin Bradley. He brightens up my day and just makes everything 10 times happier. And he's the reason I wrote this project. We were supposed to make it on something that we felt highly about, and mine was autism because I know someone who's autistic. And I would never, ever change the fact that he's autistic. And that's what we need to learn out in the world. That just because someone has a disorder doesn't mean they're different. You should just treat everyone the same.